A full frame 85mm lens with pro features at this price? Yeah, I honestly didn't expect this to be as good as it actually is. I have now used this lens, the Brightin Star AF 85mm 1.8 at a couple of weddings, engagement shoots, and even a food shoot, all on the Nikon ZF, and today I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about it. Okay, so quick disclosure before we go any further, Brightin Star did send me this lens for free specifically to make this YouTube review, and I do get to keep it. I was not paid to make this video. They have no say in what I say, and they don't even get to see this video before it goes live. All opinions are completely my own. And yes, there are affiliate links in the description below if you'd like to support the channel. For context, the 85mm lens I normally use is the Sigma 85 1.4 Art with the Nikon FTZ adapter, which is an absolute monster. Incredible image quality, yes, but very, very heavy and uncomfortable for long wedding days. So naturally, the first thing I noticed when switching to the Brightin Star was the size and weight. At first, I honestly thought this lens might still be a little bit bulky on the Nikon ZF, but once I mounted it and started shooting, it actually felt really, really good. Compared to the Sigma 85 with the FTZ, this Brightin Star feels balanced, lighter, and far more comfortable for long shooting sessions. And when you're shooting full wedding days, your wrists, your arms, your back, your toes will thank you for this. The build quality is actually very impressive for the price. You get a metal lens mount, a metal body, and a very smooth premium feeling focus ring. The only part that feels a little bit plasticky is the AF-MF switch. Not a deal breaker, but it's definitely worth mentioning. I was a little worried about how high this switch is as well. I thought that I might accidentally switch it when the camera is at my side, but that never once happened. The lens also has a rubber gasket on the mount, so it's weather sealed to some degree. I did use it in a light drizzle, no heavy rainfall, but it did hold up well. Now this lens has a physical aperture ring, even though I mostly control aperture from the ZF's body. The aperture ring is declicked, very smooth, great for video. My only real negative here is that going from A to f16 feels a little too easy. I never accidentally bumped it, but mentally I was definitely aware of it the entire time, especially since I often have my camera dangling at my side on my harness. There's also a USB-C port for firmware updates. I checked mine and it already came with the latest firmware, but it seems like a super simple process to update the lens. And something that genuinely surprised me at this price point is the presence of a custom function button. I programmed mine to switch between FX and DX on my ZF so I can instantly punch in for tighter shots when needed. And I'm happy to say that I never accidentally pressed it during a wedding. Okay, so this is the part that really surprised me. Wide open at f1.8, this lens is already very sharp in the center. Yes, the corners are a little softer, but for portrait photography, that actually kind of works in your favor and adds to the character. There's also a light natural vignette wide open, which pulls your eyes straight into the subject. By around f5.6, that vignette clears up completely and is where this lens is probably at its sharpest, which is exactly why this lens worked so well for my food photo shoot. I like shooting food on an 85mm lens because it avoids warping different plate shapes, and the results from this lens were honestly right up there with my Sigma 85 1.4. There is a very tiny bit of pincushion distortion, but nothing major, and it's extremely easy to fix in post. And honestly, you'll barely even notice it, so you might not even care to fix it. Okay, so the bokeh. The bokeh is creamy, smooth and pleasing with really nice fall off from in focus to out of focus areas and a subtle 3D pop. The bokeh balls do cat eye a bit towards the edges, but I still personally really love the look. There are no weird color shifts and skin tones looked clean and natural, exactly what you want for weddings and portraits. When shooting into the light, the lens does flare and ghost slightly, but it's not wild or distracting. If anything, it adds a bit of character to certain shots. This lens uses an STM autofocus motor. It's not the fastest focusing lens I've ever used, but it is pretty accurate, and accuracy matters more at weddings. On the Nikon ZF, face and eye detect worked well with no hunting or weird behavior, albeit a little slower than official Nikon Z-mount lenses as expected. I also used it on my Nikon Z6 with single point autofocus and got consistently reliable results there as well. The motor is very quiet, but if you're recording video using the in-camera mic, you'll hear it slightly. Okay, so let's just take a step back and look at what you're getting here. Autofocus, metal build, aperture ring, function button, USB-C updates, and solid image quality. This lens offers crazy value for the price. Would I reach for this lens instead of my Sigma Art 85? Yeah, definitely. It's way more comfortable to shoot with and very close in image quality. This is my first lens from Brightin Star and I am very impressed by this lens. I remember the days when I had to save up months to be able to afford a full frame lens of decent quality, but now companies like Brightin Star are making genuinely excellent lenses for a fraction of the cost. And I think that this lens is great for anyone that's on a budget. Whether you're a wedding, portrait, food photographer, anyone that's in the market for 85 1.8 and not looking to spend $700 plus on a lens, this is a great option that won't have you wishing you had something more expensive. So, final verdict, I would 100% trust this lens professionally. For its size, weight, performance, and value, it has earned a permanent spot in my bag. If you enjoyed this real world style review, hit like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments, would you trust this budget 85mm lens at a real wedding? Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.